Happy launch week, ladies.
Woohoo!
Wow.
Just launched a brand new brand. Not really a brand new brand. It's actually just a rebranding of a current brand, but in a lot of ways,
it's new.
It's new. It's very different.
And it's pretty.
And pretty. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for your making it
contributions.
So. Yeah, making it so. Yeah, I mean, we're going to kind of talk behind the scenes on this, like why did we do this? So,
well, first of all, I want to point out how we're all wearing green right now.
I know.
Whoa.
You're wearing a green sweater. I'm wearing a green jacket. You're wearing green pants. So
is
it not coordinated?
It's also not St. Patrick's Day. But
it's also not. Yeah. But is 2026 is the Pantone color like a green color?
It might be green. And it might be a sign that we're doing this podcast today.
That'd be sweet.
We should look it up and see. Kevin, did you know this is my first podcast since being back?
Oh,
Lauren! I know,
she's
crazy.
Back.
She's back. Do you want to take a moment just to tell everybody where you've been? Did you say where you were going to be?
No.
No, you didn't.
I just kind of disappeared.
She vanished.
Where have you been?
I had a baby.
Yay!
Yeah. He's so sweet. He was here for a podcast. I just wasn't on it. He was here.
He was sitting in the chair with the mic.
Yeah.
Right? He was ready.
He was
to spit
Julia's co-host.
He was my co-host.
He was Rebecca and Janelle's co-host.
Wow.
We were also wearing the same outfit that
That's
day.
so true. They were totally.
We were basically
Good
best
times.
friends. Yeah.
And the last podcast that you were on, was it the Laser Center of Marin behind the scenes?
No, it was like a recap of med spa marketing. We were all like four sitting in chairs.
Right.
Becca was here still.
Right.
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
But yeah, I know.
Wow.
And we never really, I don't think, said what was
happening.
I was going and
what the plan was.
It's like everybody's going away.
Yeah,
Some people are going to be coming back.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah. Okay. Sweet. So here you are. Welcome back. So happy to have you.
Thanks.
Yeah.
It's like I never left.
Yeah. I mean,
we felt when you were gone.
How have you been missed?
It's funny because my first day was your last day.
It's so true.
And then you've come back. I'm like, I feel like, how did I function when you weren't here?
Yeah.
Like, just make everything better.
You.
She does.
That's so nice.
She does make everything better.
Yeah.
Like this project.
Oh, stop.
So, wow, what a journey. And I said this to the Cami team, that it is always, this is going to sound really cheesy, but who cares? I mean it. It's always with love that we do this. Like, and it's not through the lens of we have to, though in some ways we have to, but it is first and foremost through love, through appreciation of that team and the individuals of the team. And part of a rebrand is looking back and honoring what has been. And another part of rebranding is charting a course into the future, and being able to do that in a way sometimes is the challenge is like, how much do you deviate?
Yeah.
Right. How far are we going? And sometimes a larger deviation is warranted. In this case, Cami name is retained, but man, everything else is quite a bit different. And early iterations of the rebrand were, I would say, like pretty clean in the
different.
Well, I would
I'm trying to even remember what the first iterations were. I can't remind me.
Can I tell a story really quick?
Okay. Okay.
Very early on in the branding process, back when I was involved, this was before Lauren was back. Lauren's back, so she took over. Thank you, Lauren. Kevin had this idea, and maybe you'll reuse this, so maybe we cut this out.
No, don't cut it out. You can.
Kevin had this idea to get, like, what was it, plexiglass or like fiberglass from Michael's or something, a craft store, and then he got like fake snow in a spray can. And
it wasn't fake snow, but
whatever it was.
Enough.
Okay, you get the concept. And sprayed it onto this plexiglass to give like this glowing kind of like auralescent, like.
It's one of the pictures on the Pinterest board. It kind of freaked me out.
Spooky. And so he had
Okay, so
Robin.
you're saying spooky now. You were digging on it when I was doing it.
Okay, we know that I'm a yes person. I'm just like, yeah, let's do it.
Let me find it. Oh yes, right here. This girl. Is
Yes,
Okay,
exactly.
Okay. Yeah.
So he had Robin, our loving Robin, stand in front of a diffuser with a light shining behind her to have like her face like pull through.
Wait, I never saw any of these.
I don't know if these pictures still exist, but
yeah. Okay,
that
so
was
part of
the original concept.
When the food comes out of the back kitchen and it's all nicely plated and it tastes delicious, like nobody asks, like, no, let's go back into the kitchen
And see how you made that.
What the mess was in the back.
Seriously.
No, the original idea was to be very kind of like a modern med spa, just like very, very modern.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you walk the halls of Cami, they're very white. It's all very white. And so in effort to kind of lean into that, it was like, oh, well, why don't we just like make this like hot, like kind of serious. And the word I was using was milky. Like I was just thinking of how could we get some like milky shots? And man, would that be interesting if we could somehow get our representation of concerns, or representation of like a face map to be really milky. So she's right. I did.
I love where you landed.
She's like, I'm glad I'm back. Let's.
Well, we had a color palette that actually was similar to the color palette that we landed on. We had a different mark, but through that process, sometimes like first thought is the best thought, which is really interesting. Like sometimes you're, as a creative, right? Like, I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but like sometimes the thought that didn't require much thought, like your gut.
Just don't overthink it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, don't overthink it. Sometimes that's true.
It.
Sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's it's like you actually loved what you loved when you loved it, but now the more you look at it, you're like, oh, and you have to negotiate, like, do I go back and do we change this again?
Yeah.
Look, at the end of the day, that conversation, that negotiation with myself was like, no, this isn't right. I as a millennial, I think
like, where's this going?
Where are we going with this? As a millennial, I really love like nostalgic vibes right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I think every med spa is trying to go like the clean, pretty, modern route. But what we've been doing is we've been leaning into kind of nostalgia in different ways. And I don't think people, when they look at this, would necessarily think nostalgia, but that's what it is. I mean, the color palette, the font choice, the photography that we shot was all informed by a goal of trying to be nostalgia. And it was on this premise. Restorative wellness and language surrounding that idea is, yes, it's trendy right now in the med spa business, but it makes sense why. It's like, what do people actually want when they're coming in? They're not looking for augmentation necessarily. They're looking to pull back the layers that age has kind of given them, right? Go back to before the wrinkles were there. Go back to your baby skin. Like all of these things are just true. And so this idea of like restorative meets this idea of nostalgia. Like they kind of have a crossroads. And so that's kind of where we got to.
Well, I feel like you tap into different audiences with the design choice there also, because right now I feel like even though like camera quality on our phones is so good now, people intentionally edit their photos to like have a grain and
Yeah.
look more like vintagey, or to look like it was shot like people literally, like I just went on a trip and it's fun to like bring a disposable camera.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
And that's
Digital
Come
camera.
on.
that's something
Yeah.
that people like right now. And I think it's
Yeah.
because it's nostalgic. It makes you think about, oh my gosh,
Yeah.
like we're
The good
trying
old
so hard
times.
to like get the camera quality to be so good now, but then you think back to, you know, your home videos
Yeah.
and
There's
pictures
a
you
carefree
took.
nature of it, right? There's like it's not authentic trying to be authentic. It just is authentic.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when you're shooting with like a Kodak camera that is just like you only have 32 pictures.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that's all you get.
Yeah.
Wow.
Are you gonna like
No
spend all this
snapping
time to
away.
really stage everything? Or are you just gonna be like,
You're just gonna do
nah,
it.
dude, I'm
And
here.
send
We
it.
You
here.
can't check it
Mhm.
after. It's like, well, I hope
Yeah, I hope I
like the
got
way I
it. I
posed.
hope I got
I
it.
hope it
So
works.
this was not shot with a Kodak camera.
I was about to ask.
But it was shot with a filter, and so the idea of like, okay, let's do nostalgia was also met by let's also do real patients at Cami, and let's have them be the heroes, and let's shoot right next to Cami Huntersville, which is Lake Norman, and it's wild how these things come together. I got to North Carolina and drove all around the lake looking for a good spot, and literally right next to the location is this little park, and all of the shots were pretty much taken from this dock that is a sailing dock, like
Mhm.
North Carolina Sailing, I can't remember club, and then there's like another dock nearby there, but it's like one parking lot. We just kind of walked around with these people, and
Yeah.
and
Just
by the
works your
way,
magic.
I just love shooting real people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that aren't like, okay, what do you want me to do? What do? I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
you're here. We'll figure it out.
Tell
It's
them
gonna
what
be
to do.
great.
Well,
Yeah, I'll
on
tell 'em
that
what to do.
note, I have to shout out our director of ops on the East Coast, Jess.
Jess.
Because I was looking at the site, Kevin and I were on like a Slack huddle or whatever, he's screen sharing, and I see, you know, one of the models pop up, and I'm like, oh, I really like her. And like
Little does she know.
and he keeps going through the site, and I was like, no, Kevin, like this model was really good. And he goes, you know who that is, right? And I was like, no. And he goes, that's Jess. And I was like, what? And I was like, can you imagine if I said something bad? That would have been so awkward. But no, I was like, man, Jess, modeling
she did a great
debut.
job. And also, she's a patient at
Yeah.
Cami, right? She's
Okay.
there.
Perfect.
Similar, Lauren was sending me assets that she created for social, and before and afters were of Jeff, who is our COO.
Yes.
So real patient.
All
We
the
got
family.
some good talks.
All in the family.
Yeah,
Yeah,
all
exactly.
love
the
it.
family. Well, guys, I have yet to see this website. This is my first
It's
time
fresh.
seeing it.
Poke
and
around.
This is incredible.
Stunning.
I mean,
Kevin, it's one of my favorites.
yeah.
Thank you.
I'm not
One
just saying
thing-
that.
One thing I noticed is we were talking about like minimal, like modern and stuff, and you still have like a minimal color palette, which
Yeah.
I feel like is so common nowadays. Is like everyone's doing like the beige, like
Mhm.
kind of like almond mom like aesthetic, you know.
Almond Mall. Never heard that.
But you have this incredible hero
Mm.
video right here that is kind of the star of the show. This photography is amazing, and it just doesn't. I like want to scroll. I want to see more. Like it's
Well, yeah. One of the ways that you had described to me when we were working on some of the stuff is that you wanted it to feel like 90s magazine editorial. And I think it totally does, like right here, the Feel Like You Again in big stacked font
Yeah.
like that totally makes me think about a magazine
Mhm.
cover or something like that. And then when you keep going through the website and then you see the grainier, you know,
it looks like
not-
paper,
Yeah.
like paper
Yeah.
texture.
I'm glad you're calling that out. Actually, the background is not a color; it's a paper texture.
Mhm.
There you go.
Yeah. So and like the color is not a black; it's kind of like an off black. It's
Mhm.
a little warmer.
Espresso.
Yeah. Hopefully not
Espresso.
almond mom, but I'm gonna totally use that now. Yeah. I think another thing that that really was leaned into with the site. If you guys go to like the index pages, so like any any one of these down here. So like you can go to browse by treatment,
Mhm.
but is the way filters are used on the site,
Mhm.
which, it's just always in the back of my head is like, how can we easily get through all of the treatments when you've got so many different
Yep.
treatments. And so the best way to do that is kind of to throw filters on them. But a clean database will get you kind of there. And so what that means is basically like all of the treatments also have concerns that are pointing at them and also anatomy areas.
Was this the first web build where we have like wellness categories that you've inputted? I see like
I
IV
guess
therapy.
technically,
Mhm.
Like
every
aside
one
from,
of our partners, all the websites that we've done have wellness as a like category, but this is the first one that we're definitely calling it out.
It's like showcased right here, and it's literally a filter in here.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, I'd say that the first also decision to go black and white was this site.
Yep.
So we went black and white with all of our concerns.
Yep.
And with our
Those were fun.
anatomy map.
How did you guys? How these look like real pictures?
You want to?
Yeah.
I know they're not. Yeah, yeah. Laura and I always talk about like, imagine that we try to like shoot real people for concerns. Like,
I know, like how awkward. Hey,
oh my goodness,
your biggest insecurity. This is what we're gonna be shooting for, and like intentionally calling it out.
Wow.
So in this case, we've done concerns represented in a variety of ways. This is the first time that we're having photography represent concerns.
Yeah.
But as you've kind of called out, these are not actual real people.
These are.
But that doesn't mean that it's just like, no work attached to it. This is the result of quite a bit of
thoughtful
training.
Training.
For ChatGPT.
Yeah, for sure.
But
for
it's really cool because it emulates like this 90s style like magazine.
That's part of the training.
Like
That's part of the training.
poster. I love that one.
I
That
know,
is
right?
so cool. The Hollow Cheeks one.
Oh yeah.
That is everything. That is so
yeah. It's kind of
cool.
like, how do you stow that balance of, we don't want, these aren't like the glamorized view that we want to give.
Yeah,
and
right.
90s magazine is all glam, right?
Yeah.
So definitely try to stow like the balance of all of that. But another thing that I want to point out to you that this site uses, so we've been building on this face map. And the face map is
Yes.
I haven't seen it.
the way that we get at, right up here, areas we treat.
Areas we treat.
Love.
The way that we get at
Wow.
treatments, this face map, unlike other face maps, instead of like directing you with a link to a landing page, which those also exist on the site, this actually gives you all the information just with the card, right? And
Yeah.
so you can click on the face map and then
It shows
see
you
what are the
common concerns,
and what are
common treatments
that are
associated. Wow, that's really cool.
Yeah, love it.
Yeah, and that face map will show up on pages like wrinkle relaxers or dermal fillers, because again, face. But it also shows up in other areas on the site.
And you have like
There's a lot of things to be excited for. But yeah, look, the thing about building brands and building websites is that it is it's a long journey, right? Like, yes, this is a website that has lots of pages to digest, and please go check it out and all the things. But also, this is one of many steps in a rebrand. And I'm looking at you, Lauren, because you know what I'm talking about, what that all looks like. But it is, again, first and foremost, with great love and appreciation to everybody, to the models. Thank you so much for coming out it was windy and it was cold.
It
oh
looked
my goodness.
chilly.
It was so cold.
cold, but these pictures have so much warmth to them,
Oh,
which
God.
I love.
Yeah.
You don't even see the cold.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful.
And, including Jess. Thanks, Jess.
Yes.
Thanks, Jess, our
but
newest model.
We say that again so we don't get that beep. So again, thanks everybody from all of the patients to the team. It is with love and appreciation for all of you guys that we share this, and we head into a season of quite a bit of building. So
Heck
thanks,
yeah.
guys.
Great job, guys.
Love it.